My name is Debbie Reynolds. They call me the Data Diva. Today I want to talk about data privacy and emerging biometric data captures. So Apple recently filed a patent for a novel way to be able to identify individuals through sound waves in someone's ear canal. So Apple has AirPods or headphones that people can listen to, and this patent talks about ways that sound waves can be sent through the ear canal, and it creates like a unique signature for an individual. So someone has said that they thought that the use case that Apple was thinking about this was maybe an eavesdropping situation. Maybe someone who saw someone's AirPods sitting around and wanted to listen to it. It would be a way to kind of secure that that listening device. I think there are a lot of different novel ways that companies are and will continue to try to create these new ways of trying to get sort of biometrically identifiable information about individuals in some ways. So we're seeing some novel ways like, there's kind of a gait recognition where there are technologies that can identify people by how they walk. There are things like heartbeat signatures. Apparently people's heartbeats have unique patterns that can differentiate them one from another. I've seen things about sending light or heat through someone's hand or sound waves through people's hands to be able that apparently someone's hand and sound wave going through it has kind of a unique signature as well. I think, this is getting very interesting, very creative as we see kind of more technology, more devices, more things that are tracking individuals or things that people either wear or, non-invasive and invasive situations where there's some type of sensor technology. There are just going to be a lot more ways that biometric information can be captured and biometric signatures will be created. I think obviously this raises a cornucopia of privacy concerns, right? Because especially if you have tools that have the capabilities to do this, I think people are concerned about them being able to opt out or not, or possibly deciding that they don't want to use these products if it has kind of those capabilities. But I think we're only going to see a lot more of these things come up. We're going to see a lot more consent language around that. Hopefully a lot more transparency with individuals about how their data is being used. And obviously I think people are concerned about this data being transferred somewhere and cyber risk, right? So I think having data, biometric information about people, is considered very sensitive. It has, in some locations and jurisdictions, higher fines and higher requirements for companies to keep it. But I think individuals and consumers can be concerned, obviously, about privacy concerns, but then kind of the cyber risk from that. You can't get 1 year of credit reporting if someone steals your biometric data. It just doesn't work that way. So it remains to be seen what will happen with these types of things. I think that we're just going to see a lot more of this, especially as we see more applications, kind of metaverse types of things. So that's it. Thank you.